Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a little bit about JavaScript. And this is the next exercise that we are doing. It's going to be add two numbers from a user input. And basically what that means is ask the user for two numbers, add them together, and then show them the result. So once again, open up your index.html file. If you do not have one, go ahead and create one if needed. We are going to be switching it up a little bit. So the title obviously is going to change from loop exercise to user input. User input. It just doesn't input math. No, that's not what I wanted to. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This was supposed to be the title. Okay. So there we go. Okay, we need a space. There we go. All right. So the next thing is, so we're gonna go ahead and just delete this part because that is going to change. The script part will be changing very soon. The next step is we're gonna ask for the first number. Inside the script tag, we're going to add let num1 eat. And don't just do this. Just gonna go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna change it to number then we're gonna go ahead and just hit tab because it's going to have prompt and then enter the first number. So that's basically it. So what this code does, the prompt is asking the user for input, and the number, it converts the input into a number. The result is stored in num1. So now let's go to the next step. So now step 4, we're gonna ask for the second number. And coincidentally, it is very convenient. It already has it. It already has it there. What happened? Okay. Let's go back here. So basically, we are going to go ahead, put num2 equals /prompt, and then there we go. So now you have two numbers from the user. So then the next thing to do is add the numbers together. So the code for this is going to be, we're going to put let num, and actually, it's not going to be that. Let total equals num1 plus num2. And so what this does, it adds num1 and num2 together, and it stores the answer in totals. So then step 6 is you're going to now, so now the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to click enter, and then you're going to put alert. Alert. And it is going to say total. Oops, I misspelled word. Be very careful when you're working with code, because anything that any little misspelling or any little symbol that is kept out that should be in, it messes up the entire thing. And then you have to go through millions of codes to find out what it is. So my recommendation is don't do it. So now this will display a pop-up with the total. So now the next step is run your code. So we are going to go over here. Let me move my little timer over there. And then we're going to click save. And then we're going to go over to where it says, we're going to go over to our JavaScript, and you're going to go for here. We're going to go to video, not to videos, to not to tutorials, to videos. And then we're going to go into the JavaScript folder, and we are going to double click on this. So enter the first number. So you can enter anything. 7. So I'm going to click 7. And then I'm going to click 6. And the total is, let's try that again. Think you guys saw that. Let me bring this over here. So this is basically the index file. So you're going to select 7. Then you're going to select 8. Then the total is going to be 15. So now that it has been running, we are going to go over to code ask. So it will ask for the first number, like I showed you just now. It asks for the second number, and then it will show the total. So the next thing that we did was we tested it, and the first one resulted in 15. But let's go ahead and do it one more time so we can see it again. Okay, so there we go. I clicked on the index.html, and I'm going to put, instead of what I put before, I'm going to put 20, enter. 30, enter. And the result is 50. So that is how you add two numbers from the user input, So there is a much nicer touch for this. So we could go ahead and try it out. So let's just dive into that optional. Let me get back my screen. And so we're going to delete this part. We're going to take this out. And we're going to do a little test. So we're going to say let num1, and we are going to change this because this needs to be number. So let's go ahead and just change this from number, and then we are going to do prompt, and then it will enter the first number. we're going to do the same thing with this. So we're going to click enter after the semicolon. And then we're going to put let num2 equal, and as you know, it does not like spaces for some reason. Let num2 equal number. Let's click enter. Number. Prompt. And then enter the second number. Click enter after the semicolon and click another enter. We're gonna let total, oh my gosh, equals num1 and num2. Now let's do a double enter. And so now we're gonna do alert. And we're gonna put there. We're gonna do the total is, actually not is, of num1 and num2 is the total. All right. So now what this is supposed to do is this is an optional upgrade. It's a nice touch. So this makes your output feel more natural and more polished. So let's go ahead and save this. And we're going to go over to my files. I'm going to click on the index button. Let's try that again. Oh. Total of. All right, here we go. There you go. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and double click on this. And it keeps bringing it over here, which I don't know why. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter the first number. We're going to enter 30. And then we're going to enter 50. And so the total of the sum, this page is going to say the total of the num and sum is the total. Honestly, I like it a lot more other way. But this is another way that you can also do it. So thanks for watching. If you like this video or found it helpful, don't forget to click that like button or subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.